Shopping Center.
Lead their team to victory. We'll do that right after this timeout. You're listening to IHSA Volleyball here on 104.9 WPXN.
Irish Gymnastics, located on the curve Route 24 in Gilman, is the home of national and world champions. A variety of classes are starting for ages 2 through 18. Learn from the best and be your best at Irish Gymnastics in Gilman. Information on classes with Danny Irish is found by calling 815-265-4728. That's 815-265-4728. Irish Gymnastics, a proud supporter of IHSA sports. Irish Gymnastics, home of national and world champions, on the curve in Gilman.
Oh, I have had it with these rust stains in the tub, toilets, and sinks. And the water is always yellow. I clean them, and within days they're back. And the iron taste in the water, I can't even imagine what it's doing to our pipes. Oh, we have got to do something about this water problem. There must be a solution.
If you can see it, smell it, or taste it, odds are you have problem water. The solution? Equality Solutions. Rust stains and hard water deposits can be gone forever when you call the experts at Equality. They will evaluate the problem and prescribe just the right solution. Call 866-492-8371 or go online at 4water1.com. and get an hour of installation and a quarter ton of salt absolutely free when you purchase your new water softener. A $120 value. For water you won't have to see, smell, or taste, call Equality Solutions today.
Equality Solutions, the choice for water quality.
Hi, this is Jason from Monocles, and we are starting in all the new lineups with the PBL sports teams. Listen to Panther High School Athletics on WPXN and enjoy Monocles Pizza at the same time. Order some breadsticks or one of our sandwiches to go along with your pizza. Call 379-4835 for your order now, or stop by Monocles in Paxton and listen to the game with us. It's PBL Sports at Monocles Pizza, the home of the family pleaser.
Your season's ticket to a world of sports, serving Ford, Iroquois, Champaign, and Vermilion counties. This is 104.9 WPXN.
I guess I can kind of treat this like a volleyball or like a football contest and tell you the keys of the game are sponsored by Quality Solution, your choice in water and water solutions. And Quality Solution serves you. But meanwhile, we're going to take a break for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll get the starting lineups and the keys to the game. You're listening to IHSA Volleyball here on 104.9 WPXN.
Steiner Furniture in downtown Cessna Park is having a huge carpet sale going on now through November 15th. It's Mohawk's fall anniversary sale with savings on selected Mohawk carpets, laminates, and hardwood flooring, all at Steiner Furniture. So take the first step towards new flooring in your home right now during Mohawk's anniversary sale. New colors, new textures, new designs, all from Mohawk. Take the quick drive to Cessna Park and see for yourself. Steiner Furniture and Mohawk's anniversary sale now through November 15th. At Farmers Merchants National Bank, mortgage rates continue to remain low. And now is the time to look at your current fixed rate loan and lower your rate. Thinking about refinancing or maybe purchasing? The current rates are attractive not only for refinancing, but also for purchasing a new home. Farmers Merchants National Bank still has loans available for the full purchase price with approved credit. For more information and your options, contact Linda Jansen or Patty Wilson at 379-4343 today. Farmers Merchants National Bank, Melvin, Paxton, and Piper City, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Providing the music you want and the information you need. Serving Paxton and Rantoul, 104.9. This is WPXN.
Welcome back to PBL High School. Jeffrey Pribble here. As I said, Quality Solutions brings you the keys to the game. Obviously, for St. Joe, you move into a hostile environment, senior night, conference championship on the line, and they have quite a rivalry, so this should be a dandy matchup for them. Obviously, they kind of go as their libero goes. Kenzie James really has her hand in about all the action for the Lady Spartans. She can be a handful, and when you get to the net, the person you got to look out for is both Bailey Trimble and Kylie Baker, because they play a mean blocking and setting and kill tandem, so they'll be a handful. For the PBL Panthers this evening, as I was watching in warm-up, you hear the name so much. Candace Hoper is kind of the outside hitter. Kaylee Kleinert at 5'10", she's a junior, and she was putting down some mean kills in warm-up, so I expect to see a lot of action from her at the net. Tonight's starting lineup are sponsored by Monaco's Pizza of Paxton. Phone 217-379-4835. Sit back and enjoy this conference championship matchup between the Lady Spartans of St. Joe-Ogden and the Lady Panthers of PBL. For the St. Joe-Ogden Spartans, they are coached by Abby McDonald. Number 3 is Brianna Brecker. Number 1 is Kenzie James. She is the libero. Number 5 is Shelby Simmons. Number 8 is Nicole Brown. Number 9 is Sydney Stone. Number 19 is Bailey Trimble. And number 20 is Kylie Baker. As I said, they are coached by Abby McDonald, and they are the Lady Spartans of St. Joe-Ogden High School. For the home team, the Lady Panthers of PBL, they are coached by Kristen Oyer. Their lineup is the libero is number 2, Jory Maynard. The rest of the lineup is number 7, Kaylee Cowan. Number 8, Candace Hoper. Number 10, Kaylee Genzel. Number 12, Amanda Yipia. Number 13 is Courtney Schroeder. And number 14 is Kaylee Kleiner. And they're the Lady Panthers of PBL High School. St. Joe-Ogden comes into this 20-5, 6-0 in conference. PBL 21-3, 6-0 in conference as well. St. Joe and the Baby Blues with the white numerals and maroon trim, black shorts. They'll move left to right in the first game. St. Joe or PBL in the home blues, white numerals and gold trim, and they'll move right to left on your radio dial for game number 1. It's rally scoring, goes to 25. First 2 games to 25. The third and decisive game, if you need it, goes to 15. You must win by 2. So if everybody's set, I think I got my volleyball mind set, and this should be a dandy. Broadcast reminder, tomorrow evening, senior night at PBL High School. Rocky Mary and myself will have the action for you as the PBL Panthers still look to get playoff eligible, and they'll need a win over either the Redskins of Moments or the Spartans of St. Joe-Ogden the following Friday to qualify at 5-4. Big matchup. This is a full house this evening. News Gazette sports writer Fred Kroner's on hand. We got the Andrew Caston from the Paxton Record as well, taking pictures. The officials kind of talk to each other a little bit, get everything set, and we're about ready for the first volley and serve of this matchup. Bear with me, I'll do my best. Haven't done a volleyball game in over a year, and boy, did I draw a killer assignment. And it should be fun to watch. A lot of activity at the net. Kylie Baker and number 14, Kaylee Kleiner. Boy, they're about the same height, 5'11", both listed as 5'11". They stare across each other, and here's the first serve away by Kayla Cowan. Set in the back row, set at the net. Third hit over on a kill attempt is dug out nicely on the PBL side. They set it at the net, come middle part, return it. Now a hit backwards and a point for PBL. The second potential set for the kill attempt on the St. George side went out of bounds, and it's 1-0. Serving will be Kayla Cowan. Her serve is away. It's deep into the defense for PBL. Second hit or for St. George. Push, return at the net. Kill attempt is a little bit wide. And side out point for St. George, 1-1. The kill potential or attempt that time by Candace Hofer. I'll tell you who the seniors are in a minute. We'll honor them a little bit. Serving for St. George is number 3, Brianna Brooker, and that is an ace as it hit right on the line. One of them cases they just kind of didn't know whether to go for it, and they let it go and just happened to hit the line. And a point for the Lady Spartans, 2, serving 1. Brianna Brecker, her serve away, the southpaw, and that one does go out of bounds. Side out to PBL, 2, serving 2. Back to serve for the Lady Panthers is number 13, Courtney Schroeder. Lineup substitution for St. Joe-Ogden is number 14, that's Lauren Brooks. Serve is away. Line drive, dug out nicely there. Third hit at the net. Kill attempt is down and good. The libero, Jory Maynard, went for it, but that one had a little zip on it, and a side out. Point to St. Joe-Ogden. 3, serving 2. Serve is away. Dug out there on the PBL side. Set at the net. Kill attempt and blocked at the net. Good network there in the early going by the Lady Spartans. Shelby Simmons all over that one. She was high in the air to block that one. And a point for St. Joe-Ogden. Serving is Kenzie James. 4, serving 2. Now one of the officials steps to the scoring table. Says serve away. Serve is away. Line drive dug out there by Maynard. Second hit at the net. Spike down and good for the Lady Panthers. Side out point. 3, serving 4. The kill by Kaylee Kleinert. Got that where deep in the St. Joe-Ogden zone. Shelby Simmons, number 5. I went to college with her mother, who was the former Deb Smith, and her dad, Kurt Simmons, who's from the Thomasboro area. Serve is away. Kill attempt. Dug out nicely on the PBL side. They bring the third hit to the net, and the kill attempt is a little bit long by Courtney Schroeder, so beside out point to St. Joe-Ogden, 5, serving 3. Back to serve is Shelby Simmons. Her serve is away, just barely over the net, trickled over the net, and fell for an ace. Used to be if it hit the net years and years ago that was not good, but that one trickled over the net, and a point for the Spartans. They built a 6-3 lead. Simmons set the serve, line drive, dug out there. Two players got together for PBL. The kill attempt from the back row. That's a tough position to try to spike one down a little deep in her own defensive end that time. Was number 13, Courtney Schroeder. And it'll be a point for St. Joe-Ogden. 7, serving 3. Serve is away, dug out. Kill attempt at the net by Yipia. That's an interesting haircut Amanda Yipia has got. Point on the St. Joe-Ogden side, real short and spiky on the top. 8, serving 3 for the Spartans. Game number 1, play to 25, rally scoring. Line drive into the net, so side out point for PBL. Now they got to get busy on the in the service. Kaylee Gensel step back. It'll be 4, serving 8. Her serve is away. Dug out there by James at the net. Set. Two of the players for St. Joe-Ogden got a little bit together. Nicole Brown and Shelby Simmons lack of communication there, and a point for PBL. 5, serving 8. Line drive serve is away, dug out by Simmons. Set there at the net nicely. Kill attempt over, dug out. Second hit from the back row. PBL. Yipia went for just a little lob and got it into the net. And a point for St. Joe-Ogden. A scorekeeper keeps marking down the wrongs. I got 5 serving 9, or 9 serving 5 Spartans. Back to serve for them is number 19. That's Bailey Trimble. Both of these teams very well coached. A lot of volleyball background from both coaches. Serve is away. And Maynard and Schroeder got together. And then the ball fell between them, and the point will go to St. Joe-Ogden, 10 serving 5. Trimble serve is away. They haven't really served it to one particular point. The kill that time was down and good by number 7 for for PBL. That's Kayla Cowan. Side out point to PBL. Candace Hofer back to serve. She's one of the seniors, playing her last volleyball match here. Kill down and good. Simmons at the net on the kill that time. Side out point to St. Joe-Ogden. Seniors for PBL are number 7, Kayla Cowan, number 8, Candace Hofer, Kaylee Genzel, number 10, Amanda Yipia, and Courtney Schroeder. Those are your 5 seniors on the PBL team. At the net, spike attempt by Yipia, dug out there nicely. Third hit over off of the hands of Yipia, and it hit the out-of-bounds extension pole that comes off the net. And you give the ball to PBL. 7 serving 11, Jory Maynard. Serve is away. Oh, real deep in the St. Joe-Ogden zone. James digs it out from the back row. Kill attempt is out of bounds by Kylie Baker, and PBL closes the gap a little bit. They trailed at one point 9-3, and it's 8 serving 11. Game number 1. Maynard's serve is away. Line drive. Dug out there by Simmons. They come to the net. Baker with the kill. It looked like it was a little bit long. Now the officials are going to talk to each other. One called it in, one called it out. And every time I try to speculate, I'm wrong, so I'll just wait for their decision. It was either one or two. There was either in or out, and this is a long conversation, like a replay. And they did say it was a little bit long, so it's a point for PBL, 9 serving 11. Maynard will continue to serve. Serve is away. Line drive. James digs it out in the back row at the net. Kill attempt there. Dug out there on the PBL side. Set up at the net. Schroeder goes over gently. Tried to get over the blockers. They set at the net for Kleiner. Her kill is down and good. Maybe they didn't give a point for that last one because they couldn't make up their minds, but it's 9 serving 11 according to the scoreboard. You must win by 2. Jory Maynard's serve is away. 3 straight service points for Jory. She's been tough. Kill attempt by the southpaw, Simmons, at the net. Kill attempt for PBL. Dug out there on the St. Joe-Ogden side. Good work at the net by PBL. Return deep into the net for PBL. Randy Newsom returns it. That'll be another point for PBL. 10 serving 11, opportunity to tie. 4 straight service points for Jory Maynard. The libero, number 2. And that was going to be a little bit wide, out of bounds. Side out point to St. Joe-Ogden. 5 straight service points, though, has made it a 12 serving 10 game. Back to serve will be Nicole Brown. Correction will be Sydney Stone, and she serves it into the net. Point for PBL. Back to serve will be Kayla Cowan. For the Lady Panthers, 11 serving 12. Her serve is away. Kind of a high lobbing, dug out there by James. Set up there at the net. Kill attempt blocked there. Kleinert was all over that one. Back on the St. George's side, dug out there at the net by PBL, set for the kill attempt. Third hit over into the back of the St. George's defense. Kill at the net. Attempt is long. Maynard tries to keep it alive. Kylie Baker's been really busy here in the early going, and I'm not much at keeping stats here because I know what a kill and a dig and all that is, service points. But she's been real busy at the net. Serving will be number 3. That's Brianna Brecker, 13, serving 11. Serve. Third hit over by Hofer at the net. Set there. Kill attempt by Simmons is down and good. .14 serving 11. Continuing to serve is Brianna Brecker. Her serve is away. And actually, Jory Maynard went to get out of the way of a serve that was going to be long, and it hit her on her ponytail. And so point to St. George. I haven't seen anything like that. 15 serving 11. Brecker serve. Dug out there by Maynard at the net. Cowan sets up. Schroeder. Simmons at the net. Kill attempt. Back in to Bailey Trimble, and they're going to say a double hit by Bailey Trimble, so it'll be side out point to PBL, 12 serving 15. Back to serve will be Courtney Schroeder, number 13. Nine to 3 was the biggest lead of this opening game for St. George's. Serve is away, dug out. Simmons at the net off of the hands of Kleinert, back into the PBL defense. Spike straight down. Good job, Candace Hofer. Saw the little hole, and the blockers didn't come quick enough, and she put it down. And a point to PBL, 13, serving 15. This is for all the marbles. Conference championship. Loser gets second place on senior night. Serve is away. Dug out there by James, the libero. Simmons goes for the kill attempt. And she kind of got caught up. She didn't know whether to spike it down or try to put it where they weren't, and she didn't do either. Hit it out of bounds, and a point for PBL. 14 serving 15 can tie it up, must win by 2. Onto the PBL side after the return. Spike down and good. Good return that time by Kaylee Genzel. And they're picking little spots in the defense of St. Joe-Ogden. They're not trying to kill it necessarily into the blocker that comes. They're trying to get it at more of an angle. They've been successful to get back in this one, and a 15 serving 15 game could take their first lead of the match. Serve is away. Kill attempt is just barely hit the white line, and so it'll be side out point to St. Joe-Ogden. If one official keeps looking up at the guy at the net, it's in the stand at the net overseeing the action. Every time that one is called, it's a little bit close, he looks over at his partner. Got to call it with a little confidence. Good job that time by PBL on the spike. Kaylee Kleinert there again for the kill, and she put that one right on the back row line of the defense, and she'll step back and serve. 16 serving 16. Her serve is away. Oh, nice overspin. That's a tough one to handle. Dug out. Simmons' kill attempt. Dug out. Kill by PBL. Dug out nicely. So we're going to have a net violation is going to be called on PBL. So that should be 7. Here they come together again. Now they're kind of, so actually they got together. The net violation was on number 5, Simmons, for St. Joe-Ogden. So it'll be a point for PBL, but yet they haven't marked the point. It should be 17 serving 16. Serve is away, dug out there, third hit over. Now they finally get it. The return is a little bit long for St. Joe-Ogden, so another point. And the Panthers, off of the service from Kleiner, to build a 2-point lead. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. You're listening to IHSA Volleyball. here on 104.9 WPXN.
IRS audits are increasing. Don't take a chance on a part-time preparer. Heed the words of Nick Fiorillo of Paxton's Fiorillo, Schaefer and Associates.
Trust the licensed professionals at Fiorillo, Schaefer and Associates to prepare your taxes this year. Contact Fiorillo, Schaefer and Associates today at 379-4308 to schedule your appointment. That's 379-4308. Fiorillo, Schaefer and Associates, the professionals you can count on and trust.
Covering high school, college, and professional sports for all seasons. Serving East Central Illinois at 104.9. This is WPXN.
Coach McDonald trying to settle her team down a little bit. They once led 9-3 in this game, and now it's 18-16 in favor of PBL, and they have the serve. Kleinert with 4 straight service points. 18 serving 16. Game number 1, you must win by 2, rally scoring. Her serve is away. A lot of overspin dug out there on the St. Joe-Ogden side. Kill attempt, and good job at the net by Candace Hofer that time. She went straight up. Once again, they're picking on Simmons. And the point for PBL, Kleinert, 19 serving 16. Kleinert serve is away. Dug out there by James the libero at the net. Simmons' kill attempt straight down. Boy, that one had a little mustard on it, and Kleinert couldn't do anything with it. And she'll come out of the game, and Jory Maynard will come back in at the libero position. Stepping back to serve will be Simmons. 17 serving 19 for the Lady Spartans. Serve is away. Dug out there by Maynard. Set up at the net. Yipia. Kill attempt. Third hit over for St. Joe-Ogden. Maynard on her side set. They set up Yipia at the net. Kill attempt. Down and good. Actually, it was Candace Hofer that came to the net that time with the kill. Good. They faked it to Yipia, and it's one of them ones where you come to the net and it looks like it's going to come off Yipia, and they set it a little bit at an angle, and the second person comes through. Well, they blocked the first person, but nobody was there, and Hofer put it down, making it 20 serving 17. Kill attempt off of Simmons. I'm going to tell you what, Candace Hofer now is asserting herself at the net. From all the broadcasts that I've heard, she does a lot of work at the net and digging the ball, and Coach McDonald wants another timeout. We'll take it with him. You're listening to IHSA Volleyball here on 104.9 WPXN.
Paxton Ready Mix takes care of your needs when it comes to black dirt, Indiana, and local decorator rock. Also, sand for landscaping and gardens, water softener salt, pellets, rock salt, and solar. Paxton Ready Mix, 745 North Market Street in Paxton. And for orders for Saturday delivery when weather permits, you must be in by Friday noon. Phone 379-3631 for Paxton Ready Mix.
The 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. News, weather, sports, markets, and more. The music you want and the information you need is on WPXN.
For the Lady Panthers, Kaylee Genzel back to serve, 21 serving 17. Her serve is away. Hit right into the net. A little miscommunication that time on the St. Joe-Ogden side. Lauren Brooks hit it straight into the net. She was supposed to set it to James. Her and James kind of got together, and it's 22 serving 17. The serve is away. Into the net, side out point for the Lady Spartans of St. Joe-Ogden, 18 serving 22. Back to serve will be Bailey Trimble, number 19. Back in the game for them is number 3, Brianna Brucker. Having a seat will be Brooks. Trimble serve is away. Maynard right there to dig at the net. Yipia. Kill down. Hit straight into the air towards me, over my head, and out of bounds. Point to PBL. Yipia really came, and they knew that there wasn't a whole lot they were going to do about that one. And she put it straight down for a 23 serving 18 lead. Candace Hofer will step back and serve now for the Lady Panthers. 2 more points to win game number 1. The serve is away at the net. Kill attempt. Straight down. Good job to really attack the net that time on the kill was number 9, that time, who is Sydney Stone. Nicole Brown will step back to serve 23, serving, or 19, serving 23. Her serve is away, dug out there by Maynard. Good job by Jory Maynard. At the net, kill attempt, Hofer down. Game point, side out to the Panthers, 24, serving 19. Jory Maynard back to serve for game number 1. Just 2 out of 3. Serve is away, line drive, it's deep, hit off to the side, and a point for PBL, and they win game number 1 by a score of 25-19. You're listening to IHSA Volleyball here on 104.9 WPXN.
Whether you're hauling, plowing, or grading, a lot of changes are coming your way, like low sulfur fuel and low emission engines. Well, now here's an oil that can handle them both. Delo 400 Multigrade. See, Delo 400 has been reformulated. It's tailor-made for low sulfur fuel, and it exceeds API requirements for low emission engines. So if you're looking to stay out front, go with the oil that's a step ahead. Delo 400 Multigrade. Just drop by Houston Oil Company in Paxton. They have a full line of Chevron lubricants that will take you into tomorrow.
See more and save more at Shields Automart in Paxton and Shields Auto Center in Rantoul. Look at the new 2012 Chevrolet cars, trucks, and vans at Shields in Paxton. How about a new Chevrolet Volt? Plus the best in customer service and vehicle repair. See more and save more at Shields. Shields Automart, Route 9 at Interstate 57, Paxton.
See more, save more, Shields Auto Group.
See more and save more at Shields Auto Center in Rantoul. Look at the new 2012 Fords, Jeeps, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in stock. Shields is located at 225 South Meyer in Rantoul, plus the best in customer service and vehicle repair. See more and save more at Shields in Rantoul. It's the Shields Auto Group of Paxton and Rantoul.
See more, save more, Shields Auto Group.
When you do business with a real community bank, you have the assurance that decisions on your loans are made locally by people you know and trust. So if you find your financial directions somewhat lost in the confusion of today's less than personal financial services environment, it may be time for you to rediscover the commitment only a real community bank can provide. Come talk with us. We're ready, willing, and able to make all the difference.
Your local community bank is the Buckley State Bank at Buckley, member FDIC.
Saving money on your groceries this fall is easy with Paxton IGA. Holiday seedless grapes are $1.99 a pound. Stouffer's family size entrees are $4.88. Boneless ribeye steak is $7.99 a pound. Era 2X liquid detergent in the 50-ounce size are 2 for $5 with the coupon, and much more. Don't miss these great deals, and thanks for letting us spoil you at Paxton IGA.
IGA.
24 hours a day. 7 days a week. This is WPXN.
PXN.
Well, that's a really nice start for the Lady Panthers on a senior night to win game number 1, 25-19. The JVs also won their match this evening in 2 games, so let's make it 4 straight and put this one away and have a conference crown, and we'll get Chris Anoyer up here. And regional seedings are set. PBL's the number 1 seed, and St. Joe-Ogden the number 2 seed in the Unity Regional. So this could be a prerequisite of what we'll see in about a week and a half. Serving as the team switch ends is a service ace by St. Joe-Ogden's Nicole Brown. For correction, number 9, Sydney Stone, 1 serving 0. This game is also to 25 rally scoring. Serve is away, dug out there nicely. Kill attempt by Schroeder, hit straight up in the air onto the St. Joe-Ogden side. Kill attempt at the net. A swing and a miss by Brianna Brucker, and a side-out point to PBL. They really come to the net with a lot of intensity. Not knowing a great deal about volleyball, in fact, I like to watch it once in a while. They really attack the net. Serve is away, dug out there on the St. Joe-Ogden side. Third hit is over. Dug out there by Hofer. Nice angle that time at the net. Kill attempt is down and good. It didn't have a lot of speed on it by Gensel, but she was able to get it down, and they're just picking their spots. You know, if you kill it right into somebody's hands, that's not very effective. But if you find a spot where they ain't, so to speak, then that's a lot more effective. Good job at the net by Kleiner to return it onto the St. Joe Ogden side. Third hit across by the Spartans, dug out there by Maynard on the PBL side. Kill attempt, Kleiner dug out there. Great return that time. Maynard back onto the PBL side, set the net once again. Schroeder, here she comes at the net. Off of a St. Joe Ogden player. Kill down, point to PBL, 3 serving 1. Thank you. Somebody brought me a Mountain Dew. Very appreciative of that. Working solo. It's not like I can get up and walk away. Schroeder once again with a kill attempt. Dug out nicely on the St. Joe Ogden side. Returned there. Good job by St. Joe Ogden that time. They figured out where PBL was coming from on the blocking scheme and kind of went at an angle that time. Was able to put it down for a point and side out. Serving will be number 9. And she serves it right into the net, does Sydney Stone. And be side out point to PBL. Stepping back to serve is number 13. One of the seniors, outside hitter, Courtney Schroeder. Serve is away. Dug out there on the St. Joe Ogden side at the net. Oh, Maynard. Good job at the net that time by Maynard. Third hit across by PBL. Set there on the St. Joe Ogden side. Kill attempt. Dug out there by Schroeder. Set there at the net by Cowan. Kill attempt. Hofer blocked. And side out point to St. Joe Ogden. Kylie Baker was right there that time. And when you get it far enough to the out of bounds, you kind of limit your angles. And she had to come at the angle, and it was a good job that time by Kylie Baker. 3 serving 4. Serve is away by the libero, James. Third hit across by Hofer that time. I'll tell you what, that was a tough return by her because she kind of had to arch her back. The setup was a little bit deep, and that didn't bother her. She put it down. 5 serving 3. Maynard has a seat. Yipia back in for her. Kaylee Kleiner, her serve, line drive on the St. Joe Ogden side. Third hit is a cross. Dug out there by Kleiner. Set up there at the net. Hofer, straight down and good. They better figure out where Candace Hofer's coming from because she's setting up in the same spot. They cut off the angle a moment ago, but she's having her way, and it's 6 serving 3. Kleiner, her serve away. At the net, Yipia, and that's going to be a net violation and a lift. Both. You can pick your poison that time on St. Joe Ogden. And Coach McDonald wants a timeout. 7 serving 3 when we come back. PBL with the lead. You're listening to IHSA Volleyball here on WPXN.
Grinnell Mutual and insurance providers group Paxton and Roberts are proud to support our community and team up with our neighbors to keep it going strong. Local families have depended on Insurance Providers Group for quality insurance protection and fast local service for decades. So why not join their team? Call 379-4210 or 395-2213 Paxton and Roberts at Insurance Providers Group for a free quote on all of your insurance needs and experience their policy of working together.
Your season's ticket to a world of sports, serving Ford, Iroquois, Champaign, and Vermilion counties. This is 104.9 WPXN.
Kleiner back 2 serves, 7 serving 3. Her serve is away. Dug out there. Back to the PBL side at the net. Cowan sets up Yipia. Down it goes. What PBL's doing is basically when they kill the ball and they're set up at the kill, they're finding the little holes in the St. Joe Ogden defense. And they've been pinpoint, almost precise, or as Guy Ferry'd say, point on. Kill attempt, dug out there by Cowan. I'm going to tell you what, that short hop Cowan that time, and that was almost a very nice dig there by Kayla Cowan. Kleiner will have a seat, side out point to St. Joe Ogden. Maynard back in the game for the Lady Panthers. Serving for St. Joe Ogden will be number 5, Simmons. Maynard off of the hands of Maynard on the return. That was a wicked serve that time by Simmons. Kind of caught Maynard off balance that time, and a point for St. Joe-Ogden. 5 serving 8. Game number 2. PBL won the first one, 25-19. Serve is away. And that one is long. Side out point to PBL. Good decision that time by number 10, Kaylee Genzel. She couldn't decide whether she was going to hit it. Discretion was the better part of valor, and it worked out 9 serving 5. Her serve is away. Had a lot of overspin on that one. That's going to go off of the hands of one of the people in the back row. That was Simmons. And that one had a lot of overspin. It when it hit her hands, it just kind of caromed up her arms, went out of bounds. And a point to PBL, 10 serving 5. They had to come from behind in game number 1. They trailed 3 serving 9 at one time. But they've taken the lead in this one. They seem to be focused to win that conference crown. We have a violation. As the officials talk to each other, into the game is number 4, Randy Newsom. Having a seat will be Kaylee Genzel. Randy Newsom will set up in the back row. 6 serving 10. So the violation must have been on PBL. Serve is away. Bailey Trimble set at the net. Yipya straight down. I'm going to tell you what, she is a load at the net this evening. And I know between her and Kaylee Kleinert that's why PBL is so tough in the kill and the blocks, is because they're very active at the net. And they got Amanda Yipya listed at 5'6" and Kleinert at 5'10", but you know what, they're playing much bigger than that. Candace Hofer back to serve, 11 serving 6, one of the seniors. Now the officials are talking to each other again. The guy on the floor is just not confident. We needed John Heat for this one. Long-time volleyball official. I'm sure he's over there in the stand somewhere watching this one. I'll see if I can spot him over there. Now they're going to get together and talk again. Now the captains are going to get together. Another long-time official I remember from doing this was Eddie Carter. Eddie Carter did this for years. Rantoul police officer, his wife, the late Eddie Carter, his wife was the PE instructor at Rantoul High School, Marguerite. He did a lot of volleyball matches. Now the officials still haven't got this one together. Okay, now Coach Hoyer is talking with the official. Stoppage and play. That's a good way to bust the momentum, I guess. Okay, well, now I think we've got it all interpreted. I think somebody has to tell this floor official what's going on. I mean, this guy is lost. I don't do many volleyball games, and I can be tough on officials, which I shouldn't be, but this guy is absolutely lost. Now the chair official is going to come over. Hey, how about we take a timeout, pay homage to our sponsors. You're listening to IHSA Volleyball here on 104.9 WPXN.
Fall is the best season to tackle that insulation project and save on heating and cooling bills. Right now, Kirchner Building Centers have Certainteen fiberglass R11 insulation on sale, starting at just 22 cents per square foot. At Kirchner Building Centers, you'll also find Owens Corning Addicat blown-in insulation. Since fiberglass insulation will not settle, it maintains its insulating value season after season. For all your fall home improvement projects, stop by Kirshner Building Centers today, 349 North Market in Paxton. Live local, be local, buy local.
Farmers Mutual Health Insurance Company of Iowa has been weathering storms since 1893. That is a lot of storms, a lot of settled claims, and a lot of satisfied customers. More than 4 generations of farmers have trusted Farmers Mutual Health to protect their investment, making them a respected leader in the crop health insurance industry. For stability, service, and satisfaction, look for the Cloud and Jerry Haynes Insurance. Call Jerry or Anthony at 815-268-4212 in Onarga. Farmers Mutual Health and Jerry Haynes Insurance, equal opportunity providers.
Providing the music you want and the information you need. Serving Paxton and Rantoul, 104.9. This is WPXN.
Well, I have no idea what that was all about, but they took a point off the board for PBL, and it's side out to St. Joe-Ogden. That broke PBL's momentum a little bit. I could tell they were frustrated because, you know what, they were rolling right along. And a point for St. Joe-Ogden, so let's hope that PBL can gather back that momentum. 7 serving 10, dug out there onto the PBL side. Yipia returns it on the third. At the net, kill attempt, dug out by Maynard, good job. Set at the net. Schroeder puts it deep into St. Joe-Ogden. Defense, third hit, kill attempt over. Yipia right there with a block. Dug out there by PBL's number 4, Randy Newsom at the net. Hofer, lobs it. Boy, they had the blockers right there, and they were setting up for the kill block, and Candace Hofer fooled them. She says, I'm a senior. This isn't my first rodeo, and she lobbed it right over the top of their outstretched hands for the side-out point to PBL, 11 serving 7. Kill attempt, dug off of the hands of Hofer, out of bounds. Side out point to St. Joe-Ogden, 8 serving 11. Back to serve for them is number 9, Sydney Stone. Correction, that's number 8. Their numerals are so light against that baby blue, it's hard to kind of pick up. Newsom, kill attempt by Yipia, dug out there on the St. Joe-Ogden side. She's at the net. Good job that time by PBL. That ball just kind of hung up on the net that time. Yipia had a bad angle on it. And you know what? You talk about having your back, so to speak. They were right there for point to PBL. Serve is away by Maynard, 12 serving 8. Kleinert put that one almost straight down. The return was lazy and just barely got the net, and Kleinert actually had her head at net level at the top part, put it straight down for a big kill, 13 serving 8. Maynard serve is away. Had a lot of spin on it that time. Second hit over, set the net. Cowan, Kleinert, over Schroeder. Dug out on the St. Joe-Ogden side, back across. Maynard sets up at the net. Cowan, over Kleinert. At the net, third hit across. Dug out there by Simmons. At the net, here comes Schroeder. Kill attempt, dug. St. Joe-Ogden side, third hit across on the lob, and they put it right where Hofer was supposed to be, but Hofer wasn't. Good volley and back and forth, and side out point to St. Joe-Ogden, 9 serving 13. Serve is away onto the PBL side. Out of bounds on the return that time by Kleinert. 10 serving 13. Continuing to serve. On their side is number 4. I do not have her listed, number 4. A point for, correction, that's number 9. It looks like a 4. Sydney Stone back there. 2 straight service points for her, 11 serving 13. Game number 2. Got to win by 2. PBL won the first one, 25-19. At the net, Schroeder. And 4 hits is called on PBL, so a little rally going here by St. Joe-Ogden. They were behind 10-5, and Coach Oyer wants a timeout to settle her girls down. We'll take it with him. You're listening to IHSA Volleyball here on 104.9 WPXN.
Joe and the guys at Emerson's Quality Heating and Air in Paxton would like you to join them in supporting the PBL Panthers as they put forth their best effort on the field and in the gym. Joe and his team will continue to provide you with service on all of your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. He also wants you to know that he has expanded his services to include septic and grease traps, cleaning, sewer jetting, and drain cleaning, as well as portable toilet rentals for all occasions. Emerson's Quality Plumbing and Heating and Air in Paxton. Thank you for your business, and go Panthers.
With you at home, in the car, and at work, providing the music you want and the information you need. This is 104.9 WPXN.
St. Joe-Ogden back to serve for potential to tie this one up. 12 serving 13. The serve is away. And it goes out of bounds. Side out point to PBL. 14 serving 12. Kayla Cowan back to serve. Into the game is Genzel. Newsom will have a seat. Serve is away. Onto the St. Joe-Ogden side. Kill at the net. Dug out there nicely by PBL. Maynard's third hit over. Boy, when that ball's coming like that much speed, I have no idea how you can dig that out, but I guess that's why they're so good. Maynard's third is across. They faltered 2 kill attempts, make it 3 at time, and that one finally goes down. Jory Maynard, I know they count digs as a statistic, and I can't wait to see what her digs are at the end of the game. She had 3 in succession right there. Point for St. Joe-Ogden. Once again, an opportunity to tie. Hofer at the net. Genzel. Her return is a little bit long. And we are tied at 14 in game number 2. 14 serving 14. 5 straight service points for the Southpaw. Her serve is away. Dug out there. Kaylee Kleiner, boy, she put a stop to that momentum with a big kill at the net. Side out point to PBL. 5 straight service points, as I said, for Sydney Stone. And it'll come back onto the blue side here, closest to us. That'll be number 13, Courtney Schroeder, serving 15, serving 14. Serve is away. Dug out there by Trimble at the net. Here comes Trimble. Kill attempt blocked there by Kleinert. Kleinert still at the net, working it. Gets it onto the PBL side. At the net, Genzel sets up. Hofer, kill, off of the hands of a St. Joe-Ogden player. The third hit is actually across, but they're going to get a net violation. Good job by PBL to stay with it. And a point, 16 serving 14. Serve is away by Schroeder. Third hit is over. Dug out there on the PBL side. Set there by Schroeder. Third hit across, that time by Cowan. Set on the St. Joe-Ogden side. Kill attempt. Blocked right back. Wow! I like stuff like that. Number 14, Kaylee Kleiner, just came right up to the net that time, and there was nothing going to happen. And a timeout by Coach McDonald. We'll take it with him. You're listening to IHSA Volleyball here on 104.9 WPXN.
If your farming business relies on an operating loan to manage day-to-day expenses, or if it's time to update, replace, or repair machinery, Federated Bank can help with that. At Federated Bank, you can borrow funds for newer used tractors and equipment, farm improvements, and to fund your day-to-day farming expenses.
Hi there, this is Craig Oken from Federated Bank. Stop by our Anarga branch or call me at 815-268-7226 to learn more about our financing options we offer. We can meet your farming needs.
Federated Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Covering high school, college, and professional sports for all seasons. Serving East Central Illinois at 104.9. This is WPXN.
As we get back to action, Schroeder's serve is away. The serve attempt is blocked at the net by Kleinert. Hofer right there as well. Hit back onto the PBL side, set up there by Maynard. Coward, here comes Hofer to the net. Returned by Hofer, and Hofer right there for the block. Not only did she get a block, she got a kill almost off of the same play. And a point for PBL, 18 serving 14. when all conference comes out, these obviously, you know, I've seen my first game. I'd say Kleinert and Hofer definitely got to be on it. Along with Jory Maynard, the libero at the net. Kleinert really working the net now. She's every kill attempt by St. Joe-Ogden, and her hands are up there. Good job by St. Joe-Ogden that time, asserting themselves a little bit. You know, they've seen about enough, I think. Kylie Baker comes out. Into serve is Kenzie James, number 1, the libero. 15 serving 18. Her serve is away. Maynard gets it to Hofer at the net. Third hit over by Cowan onto the St. Joe-Ogden side. Kill attempt is a long one, out of bounds. Side out point to PBL, 19 serving 15. Back to serve is Kaylee Kleinert. 5'10" junior. So she'll be returning. That's a good nucleus to build around. Her service was an ace, making it 20-15. You must win by 2. They won the first game, 25-19. Serve is away. She's got a lot of overspin, so the ball kind of when it crosses, it kind of dips down. The serve or the return came right to Yipya, and she put an exclamation point on that return. And another point for PBL, 21, serving 15. They're serving it right in the middle, and with that amount of overspin, it's hard to kind of get that off your first hit. You want to try to set it up for you, the person that's going to set the person who's going to kill it. And with the overspin, it's been tough for them to dig, and that one goes into the net. Maynard will come in for Kleinert, 21 serving, or 16 serving 21. Simmons back to serve for St. Joe-Ogden. PBL 4 points away from a conference crown on senior night at home. It's got all the variables for a lot of celebration for these girls. At the net, Cowan, third hit across, that time by Gensel onto the St. Joe-Ogden side. Here comes a kill attempt. Kleinert at the net along with Yibya, blocks it. Back onto the St. Joe-Ogden side. Maynard sets it nicely for Cowan at the net. Hofer down. It's real easy to broadcast that because you can kind of see it. I've been here watching this game long enough to know, where their strategy's at. Back to serve is Gensel, 22, serving 16. Serve is away. Dug out there by James. Set at the net. Kill attempt into the net. Another point for PBL, 23, serving 16. The girls can smell it now. Come on now, you got to focus. You got 2 more points. So the team that's not going to go away, Gensel, serve is away. Set up on the PBL side at the net. Hofer, kill attempt, dug out. That time, Gensel was a little late there getting on the dig. Newsom is going to come in for Gensel, and it'll be a side-out point to St. Joe-Ogden, 17, serving 23. Back to serve for them is standing behind the net there, so I can't quite see, but it looks like Simmons. No, it is Bailey Trimble, 19. 17, serving 23. Serve is away. Maynard at the net. Hofer. Yipya lobs it over the top. Dug out there. Good job by St. Joe-Ogden that time. And a point for the Lady Spartans. 18 serving 23. Trimble serve is away. Dug out there by Newsom. Set up there by Cowan. Hofer lobs it over the top, dug out there. Third hit across by St. Joe-Ogden. Schroeder at the net. Cowan, Yipya. Dug out in the middle by St. Joe-Ogden. The return no good. And a side-out point to PBL. Match point, conference championship point. 24 serving 18. Conference championship point. Candace Hofer, the senior. What a way to end it. Serve away on the St. Joe-Ogden side. Dug out there. Maynard. Third hit across. Hofer into the net. Side out point to St. Joe-Ogden. She had an opportunity, served, and she had an opportunity for the kill, but she's a little far away from the net. And a point to St. Joe-Ogden, 14, serving 19 serving 24. Serve is away by Brown. Dug out there. Cowan. Here's Yipia. Kill attempt dug out there on the St. Jordan side at the net. Third hit across. Blocked by Yipia. And the Lady Panthers of PBL High School. 25-19, 25-19 are your 2012 Sangamon Valley Conference Volleyball Champions. That's just got a nice ring to it. We'll take a timeout, start our Gibson area postgame. You're listening to IHSA Volleyball here on 104.9 WPXN.
Hey, sports fans, before you head to the game, head to your local Village Pantry for all of your game day supplies. Stock up on ice, sports drinks, water, and snacks. Tailgating, fresh subs, and sandwiches from the Village Deli will give you a reason to cheer, and Hot Bean Brothers coffee is always a good call. No matter the season, there's always a reason to visit your local Village Pantry with 7 locations in Central Illinois to serve you. Village Pantry, fast, fresh, and always friendly. Stop by your local Village Pantry today.
How's your budget working? When you cut from the grocery fund to pay the light bill, then tap the clothing fund to buy groceries, sooner or later you'll be in the same fix as a man who paints himself into a corner. Get out of that corner with an auto home discount from the King Danforth Agency, your Pekin Insurance agents in Cissna Park. If your home and auto are insured with Pekin Insurance, you'll receive a premium discount on both policies. See the King Danforth Agency today. Auto home discount.
Illinois Valley Cellular is your local wireless service provider with nationwide coverage at great local prices. Ivy Cellular is now offering Text Guardian. Protect, manage, and personalize your family's messaging experience. Protect your family against cyberbullying and emails while monitoring and managing your family's messaging activity. Take command of the technology in your life. Text Guardian is also an affordable business solution to create company-compliant policies for mobile devices with the ability to monitor, collect, and archive phone activity. To find out more about Text Guardian, stop by any of IVC's wireless solution centers or IVC authorized agents. To read more, go to Ivy Cellular on Facebook, ivycellular.com, or text IVC to 444-888. Don't forget, Ivy Cellular also offers high-speed home internet with unlimited data. No limits, no surprises. Illinois Valley Cellular.
The 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. News, weather, sports, markets, and more. The music you want and the information you need is on WPXN.
Starting our Gibson area post game, I'm joined by winning head coach Kristen Oyer, and I'm going to tell you what, when I get to do this is the first match I've got to do this year, and obviously, wow, senior night, conference championship, and one of the special things was to say PBL serving for conference championship. Congratulations, your
Thank
girls
you
really.
So much.
They started slow.
Oh, yeah, I told them that. Girls, you got to kick it in right here. With this team, you've got to get this first game. And they did that. It was about, 8 to 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And they finally started taking charge. And I'm so proud of them because, we struggled with passing, but we came right back and we bounced back from it. We got defense going at the net. We got blocks going. They took care of it.
Now, from being a novice to this sport, I said I'm not, got a lot of knowledge, but I like watching it. Get me if I'm wrong, but it looked like we were creating angles from where they could not come and block, and we were picking out spots in their defense. And basically, the sets were coming to Hofer over nearest to the out-of-bounds line, and they, our change-up between what Hofer was doing to the middle with Kleinert and then Yipia, throw that in the mix. That's a threesome that's hard to defend.
Yeah, Kayla Cavendish just does a great job. She knows who's on, and tonight they all were on. She mixed it up with both middles, Yip and Kleiner, and she knew when to go outside with Hofer. And it's amazing because Hofer can hit that line, and then Courtney will come up there and she'll hit a cut shot. So they've all got different weapons, and both middles can do threes and ones and slides, and it just helps having all those in our bag that we can just pull out and use them.
So talk about your emotions as your team raises the trophy. Talk about your emotions. I mean, you got 5 seniors out there. Wow.
This is the best I've seen in a long time. These girls, this is the hardest thing when, there's so much pressure and stress. There's stuff on the line, conference champs, senior night. The other night, we had our 20th win. they are just using that to fuel their fire and just getting that adrenaline for the positive instead of getting nervous. And they're just playing their game. And what's nice is they're playing as a team.
And what a way to go into regionals. Obviously, you'd like to think that you've seen the last of this bunch from down there at St. Joe, but I think that it's not going to be the last time.
No. We'll see them in the tournament, which is right around the corner, but hopefully we can do it again.
Hey, well, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on the win to the girls. Go celebrate with your girls.
Thanks you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks.
Kristen Neuer, the winning head coach of the Lady Panthers of PBL. We'll take a timeout, come back, and conclude our broadcast. You're listening to IHSA Volleyball here on 104.9 WPXN.
When life's challenges become overwhelming, sometimes we don't know where to turn. This is especially true of senior citizens. Many times, the loss of our longtime friends and loved ones or a sudden change in our health leaves us with a feeling of helplessness, whether it be a feeling of anger or grief, isolation or loneliness. We know we need someone to turn to. A unique program designed for senior citizens is now available in our area. The Geriatric Behavior Services Program, provided by the Gibson Area Hospital, is staffed by highly specialized professionals ready to assist you with these difficult challenges. When life takes a turn to us, Geriatric Behavior Services. To schedule your free no-obligation pre-screening assessment, call the Geriatric Behavior Services Program today at 217-784-4540. Geriatric Behavior Services. Just one more reason Gibson gets it.
Now is the time for your fall kickoff coupon sale at your local Big R store. Clip them and save big on name brands. 32 pages of huge store-wide savings. Hundreds of hot buys on sale at your local Big R store. Get items like a 7-pound bag of milk bones, just $8.99. Easy Buck Deer Decoy, just $99.99. Polyleaf Rake, just $4.99. 10-pound bag of Katie Wild Bird Food, only $3.99. Air conditioner covers, just $3.99. The deals just go on and on. Look for the Big R Fall Coupon Kickoff booklet in your newspaper. Sale ends October 14th, and it's only at your local Big R store.
How come my insurance guy and my financial guy can't be the same guy?
How come nobody asks me what my idea of retirement is?
Country Financial does. At Country Financial, we use our wide variety of tools, from auto and life insurance to retirement and education funding, to help protect what you have now and prepare for the future. At Country, we always ask, what's your idea of financial security?
See me, Nick Rush, at the State Street Mall in Paxton, or give us a call at 379-9650.
Covering high school, college, and professional sports for all seasons. Serving East Central Illinois at 104.9. This is WPXN.
Well, I would really like to thank Mr. Kluver, the sports director and voice of the IHSA, or the PBL Lady Panthers, for letting me do this and while he was away. And what a match I got to see tonight. My first one in a long time. And, wow, it's got a lot of memories to it, a lot of specialness to it. And PBL wins it 25-19, 25-19. What makes us all so special is the Panthers moved to 22-3 on the year, 7-0 in conference, and they're your conference champions. And I got to witness it. A great match by the Lady Panthers. An all-around team effort. It's got to be all about the team, and boy, they were a load tonight, and there was going to be very few that were going to beat the Lady Panthers tonight. As they started slow, and as Coach Hoyer said, she called a timeout, said, "Come on, girls, it's time to kickstart it," and boy, they did, and went on to a 2-game match win. So, what's up next for them? Regionals. They're the number 1 seed in the regional. St. Joe-Ogden, the number 2 seed in the regionals, and that regional will be down at Unity. So hopefully not only with a conference crown, but a regional crown. And who knows, sky may be the limit. I mean, this is a good start. Tomorrow night, IHSA football, 6:05 in the studios. And then at about 20 till 7, Rocky Mayer and myself will bring you PBL Panther football, as it'll be the Redskins of Moments against the Panthers of PBL High School. Put down the radio, shut off them radios, or bring the radios with you and come out and root on the Panthers. They're looking to get playoff eligible. They're 4-3. Got a big task trying to stop DeAndre Wright, the All-Stater, and need all the support they can get tomorrow evening. So hope to see you out there at Jerry Zimmerman Field, I-57 Stadium for Friday night football action. I'd like to thank my engineer back in the studio, Cassie Kluver, as usual, kept me in check, did a good job. This is Jeff Pribble saying so long. Your conference champions for 2012 are the Lady Panthers at PBL High School. They win at 25-19, 25-19. This has been a production of WPXN Sports.
IHSA Sports on 104.9 WPXN Paxton-Rantoul has been sponsored by the Federated Bank, with locations in Loda, Onarga, Bradley, and Shabance, by Bull's Custom Shop Paint and Collision located in Paxton, by Jerry Haynes Insurance Agency in Onarga, by the Village Pantry with 7 locations in Central Illinois, by Kareem Bretz, your local Prairie Land Insurance agent, by Monocle's Pizza in Paxton, by your local Country Financial representative Nick Rush of Paxton, by the First National Bank and Trust in Rantoul, by Steve Bread at Peterson's Trackside in Gibson City, by Ted King at Northwestern Mutual in Paxton, by the First National Bank in Paxton,